Hi, it's Karen Cat here again. I started to say welcome to Conversations with Cat, but this is not about the podcast. This is about the Confident Living program. And today, first I want to say I am doing my best to make a short video on the 1st and the 15th of each month, and I will also aim to have it posted about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the 1st and the 15th. So that's where we're starting with this. But I just wanted to start with, the foundation of confident living is knowing what we believe and being authentic to our beliefs. So today we're briefly going to discuss how many people are contradicting themselves. So I come up with this, it's a quote that I heard many years ago. A mind convinced against its will is of the same opinion still. So if you have been trying all sorts of affirmations and they're not working because you say, I want to be a successful, famous podcaster. Let's just use mine. Well, that's great. Unless deep down inside, innately, there's something about me that is resisting that. So until I figure out what my resistance is, be willing to look at it and own that resistance, that there is some reason I don't want to be famous, or some reason I don't want to be a podcaster, or something along those lines. If there is something there, maybe it's something I don't like about the job. I've said before, one of the things that could have held me back was I didn't realize how much technology I was going to have to get into and how much typing on the computer. And so that could have held me back, but thankfully I have a wonderful editor who takes care of a lot of that technical stuff and a producer who also works with a virtual assistant. So I can really focus on the guest and the message. And I'm happy to do the blog, and I'm okay figuring out some links, still learning hashtags, still learning live videos. But the point is, I'm not resisting doing those. And so that's the thing about if we are wondering why something that we really, really want in our life is not coming true. We keep getting stuck. We keep doing the cycle. We get so far, pattern repeats, crisis happens, got to spend my money or my time on something else. What is our pattern? And when I look at that, then I am willing to accept that I probably have a resistance to whatever it is that's going on, which in essence means I have a double mind. I am saying I want something because I think society would approve, or I should have it, or it's a good thing to want. But there is something inside me that is saying, I don't want that. So that's what our confident living will focus on. One of the steps, one of the pieces of the program is focusing on when we're contradicting ourselves. And because I can't move forward if I'm not, there's no reason to move forward if I don't truly want to. So that's one of the things I get to look at. Without getting off on a tangent and without getting controversial about what's going on with COVID, this is another example. I guess what I would say is I have noticed, and I'm very curious about this, that we have many people who are very concerned about COVID, and legitimately so. However, why are we, I don't want to say paranoid, I almost said paranoid. Why are we so scared of what's going on with COVID, and yet the contradiction and our resistance is we kind of act like we have a death wish. We have fought so hard to be able to smoke cigarettes, use vape, e-cigarettes, all of those. There's so many ways that smoking and vaping causes cancer and kills us, or we have to have body parts amputated and all of that thing, and people with diabetes and they won't quit smoking and, have to cut off their foot or their leg. Okay, lung problems, and I said cancer. why do we fight so hard rather than going out and saying, I'm against smoking, either cut out the tobacco companies or just don't buy the cigarettes. Do something healthy. Don't fight for your right to vape. Don't fight for the right to say, I'm so sick, I need CBD oil. I'm not saying CBD oil is bad. I am saying, why all of a sudden was everyone so ill that we needed the medical release to get CBD? Opioids, that's another one. We fought to get these super strong prescriptions, and instead of using physical therapy or even just over-the-counter painkillers, we fought to get those opioids, and then we blamed pharmaceuticals. So do you see, this is where we contradict ourselves and we blame other people for the circumstances that we're in today, when we have it in our power and we have it in our choice to, I guess, make better choices for ourselves. And when we do that, we can live confidently, because then I'm not railing against the fact that I cannot smoke, or I cannot vape, or I cannot use CBD oil, or I cannot use opioids. I don't need them for the way I'm living my life today. And so I'm not trying to justify and rationalize that I am dependent on those things, rather than what I call my higher power, source, God, universe. We have it within ourselves to heal ourselves and live confidently in the direction we would like to go. But we have to first come back, pay attention to what we say we believe and what we are actually doing, which is revealing our belief.